My name is Peter. I live in Edmonton, Canada, and I have solved the Zodiac killer case. And now, for a fact, his name was Lawrence Kane, one of the main suspects. I'm gonna solve My Name is Cipher, the Halloween card, and the 4th of July letter for now, to keep it short, by using this most important piece of evidence, his criminal record. In here, we find his motive. This is why he hated police, because he had a criminal record. His timelines here. This is what he used to create his little game. It's all in here. The little list is in here. Like I said, it's all in here. I'm going to show you how he connected. I'm going to start off with the Halloween card first. We're going to skip most of the evidence. Most of the little clues in here will go right into the main evidence that solves the case. You know that here, this is the front of the card. He added a pumpkin to the female skeleton, the number 14 to the hand, and to the inside of the card, he had his skeleton, eyes, some symbols, the number 14 again, in a different way, the word speakable, your doom. So, there's obviously a reference to peeping in here, and to the number 14. So how did he connect that to the criminal record? We go to the bottom of the page here, we see his name, Lawrence Kane, the number 14, and he was arrested for peeping. So that's why you need the criminal record to solve this card. Without it, you can't solve it. Now we'll go into we're not done with this yet, we'll go back to it in a second. Now we'll do the My Name is Cipher. In here, I'll show you how you solve this, how you get to the pattern. It starts with 3 letters, it ends with 3 letters, 2 symbols, 2 symbols, 1 letter, 1 letter, and in here we have the number 8 in the middle. So if you see, by folding this in half, if it lines up, there's your pattern, and they both share the number 8 in the middle. So if they share number 8, you cut it in half, then you get the number 4. So on this side of the page, you get the number 3214. On this side, you get the number 3214 backwards. So this number is very important. We'll get to it in a second. We'll continue. Here, he gave us his name, Kane. Remember, at the time, he was not a suspect. He was not afraid of getting caught. So he gave us his name right here and something more. If we do the same to the letters to spell his name, put a number right here. So to spell Kane, you go 41, 32. So the number 32, 41 also appears. There's a difference with this number, 3214, 3241. They're separate numbers for a reason. Now we'll go back in here, top of the page. We see his identification number is 3241. I was able to verify this with another piece of information. His description and the number 3241 appears right there. And this is not a file number, because if we go back in here, there's a file number on the side here. So we know it's telling us right there. That's his identification. So now we can fill in the blanks. Your name is 3241. That's his criminal record. That's how you solve My Name is Cipher. Now we'll go back in here. Remember that number 3214. So in here, right in the hand, it makes it pretty obvious. Once you do My Name is Cipher, you can come up with this number without having to make it up. We see that in here. Yeah, we see 3 fingers, 2 fingers, 14. So this is not a date like most people claim. This is a number. 3 to 14. 32, 14. And how is the connection to the criminal record? Well, on the side here, there's only one letter that is backwards. It's a letter N, right, in knife here. And it's the 14th letter in the alphabet, but it's backwards. So what is 14 backwards? 41. That's one way. And then in here, he gives us another clue. This is why he wrote 14 this way. He's telling us 4 first. So if you do the same thing to the hand, 32, 4 first, then 1, you get the number 3241. So there's two ways to come up with the number 3241, which is his identification number. That's how you solve the Halloween card. And my name is Cypher. Now we'll go into the 4th of July letter. In here, he claims to have given us his identity. And if we look at the order of the numbers here, the first part, he's talking about ammo use, shot fire. Then in here, this is called the 4th of July, right? See how he positioned the 4th right in there? So if you read it backwards, 3214. That leads us to his criminal record, and that's his identity. How do we connect 3214 to the criminal record? If we look at it, his first offense, it happened in 1946. So we know that 32 plus 14 equals 46. That's the first year. And also, we'll go right into this one now. This is the official first murder. Remember, he killed the girl Mary Jo Bates in 1966. Then he waited over 2 years to come up with this little game. And he started again in December 2068. So we know that December, 12th month, 20th day, that's 32. And the year, 6 plus 8 equals 14. So the number 3214 appears again. There's a connection to number 3214 to the criminal record and to most of the evidence it's given us. Also, if he started this in 46, when did it end? It ended in 1968. There's another offense in 1980, but this does not fit the timeline where he was committed the crimes. This happened way later. So if you count the number of offenses here, disregarding the last one, it's 13. This is when the number 13 comes from. So we'll go right into here again. This is its last offense. August 29th, 1968. And the last letter he sent, the last official letter, he sent it. This is the exorcist letter, his last official letter. He sent it in January 29, 74. So he lined up the day. It's the same day. And then there's also something about the 8, the 68, and the other number 74, but this is the most important one, right in there, the 29. So this is pretty much solved. I've got plenty more evidence to show you. I can link like his timeline. I can totally link it in here. I have more evidence. Also, there's another piece of evidence. He also had another cipher that's still unsolved. The cipher 32. It's 32. There's something there. I'm not gonna get into it right now. I'm showing you that it lines up also. with the rest of the evidence that I have. It's all here. This is this is the main piece of evidence that you need to solve this case. I'm gonna make more videos later on and be more detailed on every piece of evidence that I've solved. But for now, we're gonna end it right here. And I'm doing this. I'm not selling a book or anything. I just, I have a mind that is very mathematical. So when I saw this, it kind of all made sense in my head, and I was able to solve it. Um, I'm doing it for the victims, and their families. So let's give them peace and closure. Let's tell the world that we know that it was Lawrence Kane. He did not get away with it. Um, Also, there's more evidence there. I'm sure this year they'll come out with DNA evidence and pointing to him. But I'm showing you now that I know this is the guy. And if you want to contact me, my email address is at the bottom. And let's share with the world. Okay. Thank you very much. Bye bye.